In my series, Top 10 Things to Do in Perth, we have a visit to Fremantle. Perth in some ways is a dual city. We have Perth, the city, but down the river at the port we have Fremantle. I'm starting my look at Fremantle by going to Monument Hill, which gives you an overview of Fremantle. Fremantle is still a working port and is Western Australia's only container terminal. There are numerous places to eat in Fremantle, but probably the most authentic is Fishing Boat Harbour. What makes it authentic for me is the location of fishing boats. Fishing Boat Harbour is a pleasant place to sit, eat and watch life on the water. A short stroll from Fishing Boat Harbour is Bathers Beach. Prior to the construction of the harbour within the Swan River, Bathers Beach was the site of the first jetty built in Western Australia. History is told on various plaques. While you can swim at Bathers Beach, it is not Perth's premier beach, but it's a interesting little place to walk along the foreshore and enjoy the sights of Fremantle. A walkway along Bathers Beach will lead you to the steps to the Roundhouse. The Roundhouse is Perth's oldest building. It was built in 1831, so it was built very soon after the settlement of the colony. From the Roundhouse you can look down High Street, Fremantle. Through a quirk of history, Fremantle has been preserved, and it is considered by many to be a relatively intact representation of a port 19th century city. The great C.Y. O'Connor oversaw the construction of Fremantle Harbour with the two lighthouses which marked the entrance to the port. The harbour was built in the early 1900s. As you can see, it is still a working port. There is always something happening within the port. O'Connor Landing, which is within the harbour, is the take-off point for Rottnest Island. So ferries run from Fremantle Harbour to Rottnest. Rottnest Island is a destination in itself. It certainly warrants a billing as one of the top 10 things you can do in Perth. River cruises also operate from Fremantle Harbour, which is O'Connor Landing, down to the city. The Maritime Museum is worth a visit. The original harbourside warehouses are very appealing. A short stroll from the harbour takes you into the heart of Fremantle and what is known as the Cappuccino Strip. So if coffee takes your fancy, there is plenty of choice in Fremantle. For an economical meal, you can't go past the Fremantle markets. Fishing Boat Harbour, Bathers Beach, the port, the Cappuccino Strip are all within easy walking distance of each other. The area is accessible by public transport. There's the train, which takes you really into the heart of Fremantle, various buses which connect you to other transport hubs. So if you're visiting Perth, I'd put Fremantle on your list of things to see. That's it from Fremantle.